Israel is at war. We didn't want this war. It was forced upon us in the most brutal and savage way.
Today, we have a powerhouse to talk about. Israel, a true force to be reckoned with, has been making waves for decades as one of the most formidable and technologically advanced military powers in the region. Israel has, over the course of several decades, solidified its position as one of the most threatening and technologically advanced military countries in the Middle East. Brace yourself as we explore the remarkable might of Israel's military prowess. With an awe-inspiring annual budget surpassing a staggering $20 billion, coupled with access to cutting-edge U.S. military hardware, Israel has finally established its dominance in the skies and vast stretches of the sea surrounding its territory. But that's not all. Prepare to be amazed by their unrivaled cyber capabilities. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. Israel boasts state-of-the-art drones, fighter planes, tanks, submarines, and artillery, and it is widely thought to possess dozens of nuclear bombs, which it has never acknowledged. King Stallion CH-53K. The IDF designates the CH-53K Stallion, or Yasur, as one of Israel's most reliable vehicles. Having been in service since the late 1960s, the aging helicopter has been through its fair share of wars and battles, and it has been a part of some of Israel's most important missions. However, with age comes a host of issues. Being half a century old, it would appear that the costs and hazards associated with maintaining the old aircraft outweigh the benefits it provides. As a result, at the tail end of 2021, Israel made the decision to purchase 12 of the CH-53K King Stallion variant of the helicopter. The latest version of the King Stallion, which has been under development by Sikorsky since 2011, will have a lift capacity that is twice as high, a cargo hold that is wider, and an autonomous flight control system for takeoffs and landings. This will make it one of the most technologically advanced heavy lifting carriers in the world. Skylark 3 Doher Shamim. The Oren demonstrates that air reconnaissance is an essential component of the modern battlefield because the information obtained can be used to determine the result of a conflict. Today, software such as Skylark 3, or also known as Doher Shamim, Sky Galloping, makes it possible to immediately capture and display this type of data. Skylark drones are distinguished by their small size and portability. They are able to move and fly in any environment, day or night, and the video that they capture can be transmitted in real time to a battalion commander. Additionally, this footage can be utilized to search for terrorists and tunnels. Skylark 3, which was developed by Elbit Systems, is intended to gradually take the place of Skylark 1. It will be capable of traveling greater distances of up to 100 kilometers, reaching greater altitudes up to 15,000 feet, and even utilizing a hybrid propulsion system. While the Skylark 3 will eventually replace the Skylark 1, both versions are now employed in missions simultaneously to increase the operational flexibility of its users. This provides Israel's artillery forces with a competitive advantage that their adversaries are unable to match. Jaguar Rex MK II. Even though the sky may be safe, the situation along Gaza's border with Israel is becoming steadily more dangerous for the soldiers who are on patrol there. Nevertheless, an unexpected solution is on its way. The completely unmanned, remotely controlled, and armed Rex MK II robot, also known as the Jaguar, is currently in the process of being deployed along the Gaza border. The robot is equipped with at least 2 AI-controlled turrets, an advanced system of sensors and cameras to monitor and observe its surroundings, the ability to gather reconnaissance for its assigned unit, and the capacity to carry up to 2 injured people on its back. Additionally, the robot has the ability to detect and track its surroundings. The primary purpose of the Jaguar, which was developed by the Israeli aerospace industry, is to reduce the dangers that soldiers may face when they are deployed in the field and to provide assistance to their fellow partners during combat. Its construction and programming were customized to the area's one-of-a-kind and occasionally severe conditions. And while the robot is able to monitor its targets, it is not permitted to shoot until it has explicit directives to do so from its operator. The robot was created with the Gaza border in mind from the beginning. In Israel's ongoing commitment to keep its civilians and soldiers safe and out of harm's way, the Jaguar represents the next step and an evolution in that aim. Beam of Iron. Israel's adversaries are becoming a greater threat on a daily basis. Israel has successfully developed one of the first and most powerful laser defense systems in the world so that it can remain one step ahead of its competitors. It might sound like something out of a science fiction movie, but in reality, it's very real. The Iron Beam has already demonstrated its effectiveness in a number of tests and is planned to be used in the air, on the sea, and on the land. The upgraded laser has exceeded expectations in terms of its power and capabilities, as well as its low cost, and has been able to destroy mortars, rockets, anti-tank missiles, and unmanned aerial vehicles or UAVs. Iron Dome costs an average of $80,000 for every missile. However, the estimation for the Iron Beam is only $5 per firing. Gulfstream G550, the Oren. In the year 2021, an executive jet landed in Israel. However, instead of celebrities or businessmen exiting the jet, a ceremony took place to officially induct the plane into the Israel Air Force. The plane's purpose was not to transport high-value clients, but rather even more valuable reconnaissance and information. Gulfstream's G550 jet, which has been given the codename Oren, is equipped with highly powerful radar equipment as well as extensive artificial intelligence and algorithms that enable it to capture targets and information in real time. With a price tag of $200 million, it is not just Israel's most expensive intelligence-gathering plane, but also its most technologically advanced one. Now let's move on to the ADIR of the F-35I. Israel did not give the F-35I Mighty as its moniker for no reason, considering that it is one of, if not the most advanced stealth and assault jets in the world. The plane lives up to its namesake by having the capabilities of a stealth, striker, and reconnaissance jet. In addition to being equipped with electronic warfare capabilities, a highly advanced augmented reality heads-up display that allows its pilot to see through the plane, and a system that allows information to be instantly transferred to allied planes in the area, enhancing a unit's capabilities even further. Due to the lengthy development of the plane, Israel foresaw a future in which the plane's stealth capabilities might not be up to par with the rapidly developing world of technology. As a result, Israel requested to have the option to add Israeli-made features to the plane in the future. As a result, the F-35I now has a plug-and-play system specifically so that Israel can add whatever technology it deems appropriate. Therefore, it should not come as a surprise that Israel has purchased 75 of these jets. The country now possesses 30 of them, with the first two arriving in 2016, and 2 years later in 2018, Israel utilized the jet in its first ever public mission, which was part of Operation House of Cards. The mission involved striking what were believed to be Iranian targets in Syria, and it was one of the largest operations carried out by the Israel in the region in decades. The F-35I is intended to be one of Israel's most powerful weapons. Multi-dimensional unit REFAIM, reimbursement. As we saw in this list, the modern battlefield has seen significant transformations over the past decade. New technologies and dangers continue to emerge on a daily basis to pose a threat to Israel. In response, Israel developed its first multi-dimensional unit and gave it the name REFAIM, which translates to ghosts. The unit, which was established in 2019 and has been operational since 2020, has participated in some high-stakes events against Hezbollah and in Israel's most recent conflict as of the time of this writing, which is referred to as Shomer Harmon. Its objective is to become as self-sufficient as possible while simultaneously acquiring and eliminating Israel's adversaries. As flexibility is the primary goal of the REFAIM organization, its components include the most elite commando, reconnaissance, air force, sea force, cyber, and teleprocessing units Israel possesses. By having the capability to operate on any battlefield, regardless of the conditions, and by making use of every tool and device that is available, whether it be tanks, planes, drones, UAVs, or wherever or whatever else it can come up with, the unit is readying itself for any incoming threat and outcomes, while also being used to experiment with new strategies and technology that later may trickle down to the rest of the Israel Defense Force. It is not a matter of preparing for the future. Rather, REFAIM is the battleground of the future. Defense firms in Israel have truly made a name for themselves in the world of weapon system upgrades. Their technological expertise has earned them global recognition and applause. And as we conclude, it's worth noting that the Israeli defense industry has indeed received significant support from the US government. Out of the massive $1.8 billion military aid package provided by the US, a whopping $475 million is specifically designated for supporting Israeli defense firms. Do you agree with our list? Let us know in the comments down below. Again, thank you for watching and stay tuned for more exciting content. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay safe and keep exploring.